Coming to you live from North Rowan High School in Spencer. This is the second round of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association's 1A state playoffs. You're watching the Graham Star YouTube page, your exclusive home for Robbinsville athletics all season long. Tonight, we have the Robbinsville Lady Knights coming into this game for their first road trip of the postseason, making the long trek to North Rowan just outside of Statesville, North Carolina for tonight's game against the Lady Cavaliers. Kevin Hensley with you on the call once again. Very privileged to be bringing you playoff action and, for that matter, Robbinsville action right here on the Graham Star YouTube page. We're about 13 minutes away from the opening tip-off and the introduction of our starting lineups, and you'll watch the Lady Knights warm up, but we're going to go silent for a few moments here on YouTube. Stay with us, fans. We'll be back. You're watching the Graham Star YouTube page. Round of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association's 1A state playoffs. You're watching the Graham Star YouTube page. In addition to the sponsors that you will see flashed on your screen throughout the evening, we also want to give a special shout out to Coy Adams Timber and Rock, Talt Video Productions, and Lovin' Equipment and Sales. Along with all of our great sponsors, thank you for making our telecast possible each and every night. Second round action, center court for Robbinsville on your right. And on your left is number 12, that is Bloom Goodlet. That will be working for the tip-off for the home team, the North Rowan Lady Cavaliers. And the second round is underway. Zoe Schuler for Robbinsville gets the opening tip, and we are off and running. First quarter underway here in Spencer, North Carolina. Good to have you with us once again, fans, here on the Graham Star YouTube page, your exclusive home for Robbinsville athletics all season long. Jimenez will drive into the paint. Quick feed inside to Hallie Anderson, and she's going to draw a foul right off the bat. Like the foul goes on number 10, that is Deja Elder. And Hallie Anderson makes her first. Anderson goes 2 for 2, and a good start for Robbinsville. They're on the board. Robbinsville in his patented press. North Rowan able to break it, though. Drive inside. Number 20, that is Hannah Wilkerson, that made the bucket for North Rowan, and we're tied just like that, 2-2 here in the first quarter. Jimenez drives in, and she's going to draw a foul. And it's going to go against Bloom Goodlet, I beg your pardon. That'll be her first of the game. Team's second. 2 fouls for North Rowan here in the first 42 seconds of the ball game. And Jimenez will make her first. Makes it a 3-2 score here in the first quarter. Second one is off. Kinsley Phillips will get the rebound, and now she's going to jostle. That is going to be a junk ball. Fans, while we have just a moment, we would like to remind all of you great fans for tuning in tonight. We are working in a land of no cell service, and what we do have is very limited. We are on a hotspot, so we're doing our very best to bring you the game. And if the video is not super duper crystal clear, we do sincerely apologize. We are working off the mercy of data here in the greater Spencer area. Jimenez's steal will lead to a turnover and an inbound off the foul. 3 fouls already for North Rowan here in the first minute of the first quarter. Jimenez will travel. Another steal for Robbinsville. That's Zoe Schuler. Feeds it to Kinsley Phillips at the last moment, and she'll get the bucket. 5-2 Lady Knights. North Rowan looking a little sluggish here in the early going. Can't get anything going. That press is stifling them at the second. Feed over to the corner. Ball almost goes out of bounds. Jimenez under pressure. Ball coughed up. That's Hallie Anderson, senior for the Knights, driving. And the transition basket is good. 7-2 Robbinsville with 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Drive to the paint by number 4. Good shot by Bailey Garrett for the Lady Cavaliers. That's a good response to that. And it'll be the first foul. Or excuse me, that is actually the first foul for Robbinsville. I stand corrected. And nothing doing on the M1. Jimenez with the rebound. And it will be a infraction against North Rowan. Ball goes flying away from the official, who didn't really go through a whole lot of trouble to get it. 5:39 to go here in the first quarter. It is a 7-4 Robbinsville advantage. Ball gets away. Kinsley Phillips closes in, but able to clean it up there is Bailey Garrett. That's going to be your point guard tonight for North Rowan. Lady Cavaliers coming into this game with only 7 players dressed out, so that should be an interesting dynamic as the game goes on. Of course, here in the early going, it's an even tilt. Garrett kicks it out. That's Bloom Goodlet with the ball, and back to the top at Brittany Ellis, number 3. Drive into the paint. Number 24, Chloe Stoner. Rebounded by Anderson, kicks it, drives the floor quickly to Schuler, who gets it to Trammell. Feeds the last moment to Anderson. Layup is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cavs. 4:35 to go here in the first quarter. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star YouTube page for the second round of the 1A state playoffs. Foul called on Robbinsville. That'll be Desta Trammell. Rung up on the infraction, her first, team second. And the foul was on the floor, so it will be a North Rowan inbound. Ball is inbounded. 24 left wide open on the wing. And a rebound will be no good. Allie Anderson loses that one, trying to get under control. Ball off a foot. Mad scramble, dive on the floor. And it's just whoever can snatch the ball at this point. Finally, it's Robbinsville. Quick feed to Jacob Jimenez for 2. 9-4 Lady Knights. 3:56 to go here in the first quarter. Robbinsville comes into this game with a record of 19-6. They are the number 13 seed in the 1A West bracket. North Rowan is the number 4 seed. They sit at 19-6. Or 19-8 for the season. Both teams with the same number of wins. 3:26 to go. Drive in. Foul called. Kinsley Phillips is going to be charged with that one. That's going to be her first of the game. And it's team third. We're all knotted up at 3 apiece on the foul count. And at the line to shoot is number 4, Bailey Garrett, for the Lady Cavs. And she makes her first. And she goes 2 for 2. 9-6 your score here in the first quarter. Robbinsville wasting no time getting back up the floor. Trammell weaves, wobbles, and draws the foul. Good work by the junior, Desta Trammell. Looks like Bloom Goodlet rung up on the foul, and Desta Trammell going for 2. And Trammell, just as a reminder, fans, is now, after that first one, a perfect 50 for 50 in the state record books. Most consecutive free throws made. Make that 51 for 51. Trammell gets her first points of the game. Jimenez almost steals the ball, but able to hold on to it. Lady Cavs. Wild shot put up, but the bucket is good for number 3, Brittany Ellis. A 3-point shot for Kinsley Phillips. Robbinsville doing their thing with 2:37 left here in the first quarter. Lady Cavs call a timeout. Stay with us, fans. Back with you from North Rowan High School is 14-8 Robbinsville, 2:33 to go here in the first quarter in favor of Robbinsville. Kinsley Phillips kindly picks off the ball. One-on-one matchup in the paint. She's going to turn around, put up a shot, and nail it 16-8. Lady Knights. Quick response from North Rowan. No good. Rebounded by Desta Trammell. Drive in, no good. Lady Cavs basketball. Ellis for two. Rolls off the rim. Put back. And it will drop off the side. Another put back attempt. Also no good. Mad scramble. Bucket drops out again. Wow, North Rowan unable to find the inside. But a foul called on Hallie Anderson. That's her second. And the first of two for Bailey Garrett will bounce in and out. Minute 50 to go here in the first quarter. Robbinsville with an 8-point advantage. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star YouTube page. So privileged we bring you the second round of the state playoffs. Lane violation called. Shot no good either way. Robbinsville takes the gift. 8-point lead. Knights basketball. Winner of this game, fans, will travel, well, depending on who wins, of course. We'll get the winner of Bishop McGuinness or Rosman. If Robbinsville pulls off the win, they'll travel to one of those two schools. North Rowan would host, as they would be the higher seed. Bishop McGuinness the 5, Rosman the 12. Lady Knights reset. They're going to try it again with a minute 22 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Knights faithful traveled a long way to get here tonight. Good to see so many fans here in support. Kinsley Phillips rebound, couldn't get her footing under her. And now that could be a response for number 3, Brittany Ellis on the other end. 16-10, minute to go. Bad pass for Bailey Garrett for 2 more. Lady Cavs have cut it to 4. Jimenez now running the offense. Trammell has worked her way around the perimeter. Phillips feeds it back to Jimenez. Trammell gets open, 3, and she'll nail it. 8 seconds left. Can North Rowan respond in time? Shot no good. Putback will drop for Deja Elder. That will be the end of the first quarter. Lady Knights lead this one 19-14. Stay with us, fans, here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Second quarter about to get underway as we welcome you back to North Rowan High School here in Spencer, North Carolina. This is the second round of the 1A state playoffs. Robbinsville in town to face the Lady Cavaliers. Kevin Hensley with you on the call tonight, and very privileged. We're bringing you the second round of the postseason. It's been a dogfight so far, though, to begin the second. North Rowan, as we mentioned, a number 4 seed in the 1A West bracket. Robbinsville, the number 13. And Desta Trammell is called for an offensive, a charge there, I beg your pardon. But the foul's on the floor. So it'll be a North Rowan inbound. Another foul on Desta Trammell. Wow. And number 4, Bailey Garrett did make her first there, so that is, or excuse me, I guess she did not. They changed the score and then took it away. But she made her second. For sure, makes it 19-15. Drive in, last second dish to Delaney Broom. She cleans up her trash and drops it back in the can. Nice work by Delaney Brooms coming in relief here in the second quarter for Robbinsville. Brooms, another sophomore. She'll be around for a couple more years to help out this Robbinsville squad. Another foul called on the Lady Knights. So that's the Trammell. Now I guess that's their third foul. I had it wrong a moment ago, my mistake. I believe Kinsley Phillips had the one in between. And number 20 at the line, that is Hannah Wilkerson. Goes 2 for 2. 21-16, now 21-17. As the dogfight continues, now a foul called on North Rowan. Good work by Kinsley Phillips. Christyle Stockton with her first foul of the game. And Kinsley Phillips misses her first. High arcing shot will drop in the second time though. Robbinsville leads by 5. Fans, if we can get any updates from the Robbinsville Carolina International game where the Black Knights are playing, about 30 miles down the road from here in Concord, we will definitely bring you that update as soon as we get it. Several of our Smoky Mountain Conference teams still in the hunt for a state championship. Foul called on the rebound jostle on Hallie Anderson. And the Lady Knights are in foul trouble early. Both Desta Trammell and Hallie Anderson with 3 each here in the first half. And at the line is Chloe Stoner, number 24. And it's a 1-and-1, so she'll make her first and get another shot at it. Back and forth battle continues here in the second quarter. Stoner with a perfect 2 for 2, and it's a 3-point lead for the Lady Knights. Ball tossed away. Last touched by the Lady Cavs, and Kinsley Phillips will inbound it for Robbinsville. Once again, fans, thank you for tuning in. If the connection's not that clear tonight and the stream's not that good, we sincerely apologize. We're working off data tonight on a hotspot no service, and it's limited what you do have here at North Rowan. Here's Kinsley Phillips, ducks inside for two, and it's going to be off. Rebound, jostle under the net, one by North Rowan, but a hot shot. A little too much to handle for Bailey Garrett. Number 20, Hannah Wilkerson kind of rushed things there. And now the Lady Knights will inbound. Jimenez over to Kinsley Phillips. Feed back to Dallas Garrett, senior for the Lady Knights in the game now. Had to check in for Hallie Anderson when she got her third foul. Both Anderson and Tremble standing up on the bench just off screen, watching nervously at the moment. Unable to be in the game. But the girls on the floor doing their very best. Schuler rebounds. Jimenez's shot misses. And now she's going to steal it away, though, and go all the way around. No foul call, much to the chagrin of head coach Lucas Ford. And she goes coast to coast. Timeout called. And we'll take it with them. Stay with us, fans. 24-19, Lady Knights. Robbinsville leads by 5 as we welcome you back to North Rowan High School here in Spencer for the second round of the NCHSAA 1A state playoffs. Quick passes all around. Putback will be good for number 12. Breloon Goodlet drops it in for North Rowan. 3-point ball game. 4:47 left. Kinsley Phillips. Bad pass. And I believe they're going to call the ball. I'm not sure what they're calling. I'll just be honest with you, fans. I'm sorry. Looked like a turnover, but then the official called it back under the basket. And we'll try it again. 4:35 left in the half. Drive inside. Good for another bucket. Hannah Wilkerson makes it a 1-point ball game. North Rowan has thundered back and a 9-5 run here in the second quarter. They trail by 1. Jimenez airs out a 3. It's going to be no good. Zoe Schuler with a hard-fought rebound. Ball tipped. Gets it around anyway. Now Jimenez sets. Corner 3. Four-point ball game now for the Lady Knights. Drive in will result in a foul. Like it's going to be on Jimenez. At the line shooting is Wilkerson. And she makes it first. $3:50 to go. And Wilkerson goes 1 for 2. Jimenez right there to clean it up. Bring it back up to the floor for Robbinsville is Delaney Bruns. Jacob Jimenez getting her orders. Ball gets away. Jimenez can't hold on to it. A rare cough up for her. And Jimenez is going to be called for what appeared to be a phantom foul from our vantage point. But we're not the officials on the floor, so we can't say too much. Double bonus time for North Rowan. And number 4, Bailey Garrett, makes her first. And her second. 1-point game again. Robbinsville still ahead. They've led most of the game. Nikki Jimenez grinds the offense to a halt. I'm sure that's by design. Make North Rowan do something here. 2:52 to go in the half. Another bad pass from Robbinsville. That's going to be costly. Garrett gives North Rowan their first lead of the game. It's 28-27, Lady Cavaliers. 2:27 to go here in the second quarter. With Desta Trammell, the main gun of Robbinsville's offense, and Hallie Anderson, one of their forwards, out due to foul trouble at the moment. Things are not looking good. Dallas Garrett is called for a travel by the official on the other side of the court. 2:10 to go. It's North Rowan basketball. Drive in. Travel called that time. Has been a very interesting first half as far as the officiating goes, but again, not our monkey, not our circus, as the expression goes. Not sure if he's trying to wipe away COVID or sweat. Wet spot on the floor here. Lady Cavs make a substitution. Number 24, Chloe Stoner, back in the game. As we mentioned earlier in the telecast, the Lady Cavaliers have a mere 7 players dressed out tonight. Don't know how well conditioned they are. I'm sure they're very well conditioned and disciplined with that small a number. See how that plays out as the game rolls on. Clock dips under the 2-minute mark. Jimenez still running point. Kicks it over to the wing. Kinsley Phillips drives in. Junior for Robbinsville. Ball gets away. Zoe Schuler out there to clean it up, though. Hard smack out of bounds by Delaney Brooms, who tried her darndest to get the rebound. But it will be North Rowan basketball with a 1-point lead for the Lady Cavs. Kinsley Phillips gets another steal, but then a double dribble is going to be called. Wow. Phillips with 2 steals here in the first half. But unfortunately not graceful enough on the second one. Drive in. And another bucket for number 4, Bailey Garrett. And it's a 3-point North Rowan lead. Hold is going to be called that time, and that brings the North Rowan faithful to their feet to roar their disapproval. Minute 10 to go. Jimenez makes her first. And 1 more to go. Should make it a 1-point ball game. And she is 2 for 2, 3 for 4 tonight from the charity stripe. 1-point lead now for the Lady Cavs, and this seesaw battle wages on. Shot from way downtown. Nothing doing. Phillips gets the rebound. But the ball is stolen away again by North Rowan. 46 seconds left. And a bucket for number 20, Hannah Wilkerson. 32-29 with 33 seconds to go. Lady Knights trailing here late in the second quarter. First time they've trailed in this ball game. Jimenez with a jumper inside gets two more back for Robbinsville. And a travel called. Robbinsville gets the ball back with 9.9 left on the clock. That makes something happen quick here. Jimenez flies up the floor. 3 seconds. Drive in. Layup will be good. 1 second to go, and that's going to bring it in to the first half. Robbinsville gets the lead back just before the break. It's been a back and forth battle from the outset. Thank you, fans, for staying with us. Back in just a few moments with some halftime stats. You're watching the Graham Star YouTube page. 33-32, Lady Knights at halftime. It's been a dogfight so far, but Robbinsville has prevailed in the first half. It's 33-32, about 2.5 minutes away from the resumption of the second round of the 1A state playoffs here at North Rowan. At the break, Jacob Jimenez for Robbinsville leads the way with 14 points, 2 steals, an assist, and a rebound. Kinsley Phillips has 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Just as a reminder, fans, Desta Trammell, number 4, and Hallie Anderson, number 5, 2 of Robbinsville's starters, racked up 3 fouls each in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Of course, North Rowan, as we mentioned, is only playing with 7 on their roster tonight. So a lot of variables at play as we enter the second half of this seesaw matchup. Stay with us, fans. We'll be back in about 2 minutes here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Just about ready to resume action from North Rowan High School. You're watching the second round of the 1A state playoffs here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Thank you for staying with us throughout the evening as we bring you second round playoff coverage for the Robbinsville Lady Knights as they take on the North Rowan Lady Cavaliers, who just went back ahead in this seesaw battle. Number 20, Hannah Wilkerson, gets a basket to begin the third quarter for North Rowan. Jimenez airs out a 3. It's going to be off. Rebounded by Hallie Anderson. Trammell inside for 2. And she'll get it. Good to see Hallie Anderson and Desta Trammell back in the game. They got into some foul trouble in the first half. 3 each on their resume for tonight. Shot misses. Battle goes to Robbinsville. And Lady Knights leading by 1 at the moment. Desta Trammell brings the ball back up the floor for the Lady Knights. Anderson drives. Shot's going to come up empty. Cleaned up by North Rowan. And onward we go. Drive in. Good shot there by number 3. Brittany Ellis gets 2 and is back in control of the Lady Cavaliers. Hallie Anderson at the top trying to find an opening so she can move inside, and there she finds it. And Jacob Jimenez driving. And foul will be called on Chloe Stoner. And Jimenez will go to the line, shooting 2. And Jimenez ties this one up again at 36 all here in the third quarter. And one more for good measure. Robbinsville back ahead. Can't stay lax too long with this lead, though. It's been a back-and-forth affair since the second quarter. Drive inside is good for two by number 20, Hannah Wilkerson, having a good game tonight for North Rowan. (6-4) in favor of North Rowan so far here in the third quarter. That feed inside to Jimenez, dangerous from Kinsley Phillips, and it does not pay off. Phillips is plowed over. Offensive charge will not be called. Oh, my word. And Kinsley Phillips is rung up for a foul. Yikes. Now with 5:42 to go here in the third quarter. Phillips was set down for a meal at the table by the time she got there, but still didn't. But the bucket counted. But the foul shot did not get in, and North Rowan is left clinging to a three-point lead. 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. Kick inside to Schuler. She gets fouled hard as she tries to drive in. And Chloe Stoner is rung up again. That'll send Zoe Schuler to the line for the first time tonight. Schuler with 3 steals, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, but no points so far. Misses her first foul shot. Schuler's offense has really come along in the last few weeks for Robbinsville, but so far it's been empty here tonight at North Rowan. She makes her second to get in the scorebook and cut it to 2. Anderson bats it down, but North Rowan able to save it. Number 3, Brittany Ellis into the paint. Pushes her way in. Shot will not make it. Rebound no good. Third chance no good. No walks are being called despite the pleas of the Robbinsville faithful. And finally, Hallie Anderson gets it out of there and gets 2 for the Lady Knights. And we're tied at 40-all here in the third quarter. Three-point shot in response by North Rowan. Good shot by Brittany Ellis. And they're right back ahead, 43-40. Foul called on the floor. On the drive, number 25, Christyle Stockton. Rung up. And 2 shots for Desta Trammell. And Trammell makes her first. Trammell is locked in right now, fans. She is now 52 for 52 from the foul line. 3-point shot. Careens in and out. And a foul called. Zoe Schuler is rung up for her first foul of the ball game. And to the line to shoot is number 20, Hannah Wilkerson. And she'll make her first. I stand corrected, fans. Please forgive me, as she is now, Desta Trammell is now 53 for 53 on her latest trips to the charity stripe. Continually setting that state record every time she makes a trip. North Rowan up by 3. Travel called. And it'll be Lady Cavs basketball. And Wilkerson goes 2 for 2 just a moment ago. points for Bailey Garrett. She was right on the line. But North Rowan with this biggest lead of the game so far. They're up by 5. 3-point shot for Kinsley Phillips is going to be off the rim. Zoe Schuler gets it. Ball booted away. And off of Schuler. Oh, my word. Well, Robbinsville's not getting a lot of help from the officials tonight, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Drive in, blocked, and stolen by Jimenez. Passes to Trammell. Trammell can't find an opening. They're double teaming her. She's open now. Three's going to miss. Mad scramble, jump ball will be called. Possession stays with Robbinsville. Robbinsville's got to get some magic going here pretty soon. Neither team able to get a real discernible advantage, but at the moment, the Cavs lead by 5. That is their biggest lead of the ball game. Jimenez called for a foul on the inbound. Looks like a 60-second timeout for the Lady Cavaliers. Stay with us, fans, here on YouTube. Rowan High School in Spencer. You're watching the second round of the 1A state playoffs here on the Grand Star YouTube page. Lady Cavs inbound it, drive up the court, and the bucket will be good for number 10, Deja Elder. Kinsley Phillips for 3 in response will be off, rebounded by North Rowan. 7-point lead for the home squad at the moment. Ball last touched by Robbinsville. We'll thank our sponsors that you're seeing on our screen tonight. And a foul is going to be called on North Rowan. Hannah Wilkerson. Drive in by Hallie Anderson is going to roll off. Rebounded by Zoe Schuler. Thank our sponsors here in just a moment. 3 for Trammell is going to be off. Rebounded by North Rowan. The shots are just not dropping for Robbinsville, but they are for North Rowan. 2 more for the Lady Cavs. Shot for Phillips is going to be nothing but net. 51-45. Lovett Contracting, Coy Adams, Timber and Rock, and Talk Video Productions. I want to thank all of them as well for helping bring this telecast to you tonight here on YouTube. Basket is good. Foul is called on Jacob Jimenez. And at the line to go for the and one. Nothing doing though. Rebound, triple team. Feed over and a bucket. Everything cooking for North Rowan right now. They lead by 10 here in the third quarter. My, how the momentum has shifted in this ball game. It's a 23-12 run for the Lady Cavaliers here in the third quarter. Robbinsville's got to come up with some answers quick. They are faltering here in the third. And Kinsley Phillips draws a foul into the basket. It'll be on number 12, Bloom Goodlet. I'll give everybody a moment to catch their breath. Fast-paced action here tonight at Spencer. Phillips misses her first. And her second. Hard-fought rebound by Schuler. Ball ripped away. No jump ball called that time. But guess what? A foul is called on Destin Trammell right here below us. That's her fourth of the ball game. Allie Anderson gets the rebound. Couple of shots missing there for North Rowan. Minute to go. Trammell for three. Drains it. Timeout called by Lucas Ford. Robbinsville's got to come up with something. They're down by 7. Stay with us here on YouTube. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. North Rowan has stormed back here in the third. They trailed 33-32 at the break and now lead 55-48. Lady Cavs break the press. Three-point attempt is going to be shaken off. 42 seconds to go here in the third. North Rowan has outscored Robbinsville 23-15 in this segment. Kinsley Phillips gets a steal for the Lady Knights, and away we go. Last touched by the Lady Cavs will be Robbinsville's inbound with 16 seconds to go here in the third quarter. High heave in. Zoe Schuler will win it. And I'll call a travel on Delaney Bruce. 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Short time. Lady Cavs drive. Ball coughed up and trickled out of bounds. But that will be the end of the third quarter. And Robbinsville will head into the fourth, now down by 7. It's 55-48 North Rowan. Stay with us here on YouTube. Another response on the other end for North Rowan. They're on a 5-0 run to begin the fourth. I think the Kinsley Phillips will come up empty. (60-48) North Rowan with 6:55 to go in the ball game. And things are looking gloomy for Robbinsville at the moment. Being overpowered on the court at the moment. Hannah Wilkerson makes 2 more, and it's a 14-point North Rowan advantage. Jump ball call. Possession will stay with Robbinsville. Lady Knights kept pace in the first half, but have had a lot of trouble finding the basket here in the second half. And a foul will be called as Anderson drives to the hoop. That is on Bailey Garrett. Allie Anderson 2 for 2 tonight from the charity stripe. And she's now 3 for 3. And now 4-4 timeout called by head coach Lucas Ford. Stay with us, fans. Robbinsville's got some room to make, some ground to make up. It's 62-50. Three, two, one. Lady Cavs inbound with 6:29 to go in the ball game, and they're up by 12. Robbinsville gets back into its press, but the Lady Cavs quickly break it. Ball bounces off of Jacob Jimenez in front of the scorer's table, and we'll try it again. Robbinsville's got to come up with some answers quick. North Rowan has stormed out here in the second half, outscoring Robbinsville 30-17 so far. Here in the third and now fourth quarter. Drive in, no good. Rebounded by Jimenez. Trammell thought about 3, changes their tune, drives in, ball coughed up, rolled away, and it's going to stay with Robbinsville. Lucky break for Trammell and company. As our cough up ended up not costing Robbinsville at the moment. Drive in, kick to Kinsley Phillips at the last second. She'll go for 2. It'll be off the rim. Zoe Schuler in a dogfight for the rebound. Jump ball will give it back to North Rowan. 5:41 to go. Robbinsville down by 12 at the moment. Ball comes up loose. Nobody there to stop Kinsley Phillips. And she'll get the layup. Good work by the junior guard, Kinsley Phillips. 10-point ball game. Drive in. Allie Anderson. And at long last, Robbinsville gets an offensive charge call. Sorry, fans, that has annoyed me all night. Oh, my word. Good work by Allie Anderson. 10-point ball game. Trammell in. Layup, no good. Rebounded by North Rowan. Drive in. Layup gets a little wild. Zoe Schuler on the rebound. 5:07 to go. Foul called. Well, Bailey Garrett, that's going to be her third of the game. Comes with 5:04 to go. At the line to shoot, Desta Trammell. And she makes the first of the 1-and-1. And goes 2 for 2. 8-point ball game. Robbinsville fighting back. Doing all they can to stay alive here in the state playoffs. Shot like that will not help. Foul called on Hallie Anderson. That is her 4th foul of the ball game. And at the line to shoot is Hannah Wilkerson. Wilkerson's first, bounces in and out. Just a hair off, and it misses. And she makes her second. Gives North Rowan another 9-point advantage. Trammell has the ball. Pass inside. Nothing doing. Coughed up and stolen by Bloom Garrett. Goodland, excuse me. Hallie Anderson is out of the game, fans. Oh, my word. She probably did make some contact there, for being truthful. That's going to be the end of the night for the senior Hallie Anderson. And 1-and-1 for number 3, Brittany Ellis, and she makes her first. Makes it another 10-point lead. And she goes 2 for 2. 11-point lead again for North Rowan. Kick down the floor. Kinsley Phillips misses the layup. Rebounded by North Rowan. Drive in. Ball coughed up. Phillips steals it. Trammell drives in. Layup will be off as well. Another rebound for the Lady Cavs. Not a lot of work inside at the moment for Robbinsville. But a foul's called on Kinsley Phillips. And I believe they're going to give Kinsley Phillips a technical foul as well. She must have said something a little inadvertent after the call. Oh, my word. Things falling apart at the seams here for Robbinsville. And Bailey Garrett makes her first. And makes her second. That gives them a 67-54 lead with 3:54 to go. And now the technical shots will be courtesy of Hannah Wilkerson. And she'll make the first. And make the second. And it's a 15-point lead now for North Rowan. Robbinsville had cut it to 8 earlier in the quarter. And it'll be a North Rowan inbound at midcourt. Another foul called on Robbinsville. This time is Zoe Schuler rung up. All these fouls. We still have 3:41 to go here in the game. Wilkerson for 2. Makes her first. North Rowan has outscored Robbinsville to 6 here in the fourth quarter. Make it 16 to 6. And the Lady Knights are going to have to do something quick here. Trammell for 3 may have to do it. Nothing doing. Rebounded by Delaney Brooms. Jimenez for 2 gets it. Makes it 71-56. North Rowan. As we mentioned, it was a back and forth heated battle in the first half. North Rowan has really dominated here in the third quarter and now in the fourth. Has outpaced Robbinsville 16 to 8. And with a 15-point lead, North Rowan is going to play it safe and force Robbinsville to do something on defense. And a double dribble will be called on Chloe Stone. Robbinsville basketball with 2:45 remaining. Lady Knights, needless to say, are in desperation mode at this point. Delaney Brooms is going to try for 3, misses it. Phillips right there to clean it up and gets the putback. Timeout called by head coach Lucas Ford. Robbinsville trails by 13 with 2:28 remaining. Stay with us here on YouTube. Star would like to thank all of our sponsors that have helped us throughout the postseason so far this year, including football. Of course, a lot of the graphics have flashed on your screen throughout this telecast. But we also want to thank Levin Contracting, Coy Adams Timber, and Rock and Talks Video Productions for helping make these telecasts possible. Thank you to all of our faithful sponsors. And that looks like the 5th foul of the game on Jakey Jimenez. So 2 Lady Knights have fouled out here in the fourth quarter. Hallie Anderson and now Jimenez. That was number 5 on her. Desta Trammell has 4. And the first foul shot for Hannah Wilkerson will bounce in and out. 13-point ball game with 2:25 remaining. Robbinsville needs a miracle at this point. And she goes 1 for 2. 72-58 North Rowan at the moment. Can the Lady Knights rally back? Delaney Brooms for 2 is going to be off and rebounded by number 12. Bloom Goodlett. Now Bailey Goodlett brings the ball back up the floor. And again, North Rowan is going to stay outside. They're going to play it smart here with 2 minutes left. Robbinsville's going to have to foul if they want to keep this game alive. Ball coughed up. That's a break for the Lady Knights with 1:50 to go. Trammell with a long 3, and it's going to miss. Rebounded by the Lady Cavs. Minute 28 to go. Lady Brooms tried to draw a foul there. They're not going to call it, doesn't look like. Our second attempt also no good. You don't want Trammell to foul out. Finally, the Lady Brooms had to do something. And North Rowan fans are a little peeved about that. Certainly wasn't an ill will shove. I'm not going to defend roughness any day of the week, but you fans were watching it with me. Delaney Brooms touched her twice for a foul, didn't get the call. Probably had to make an impact somehow. Officials recognize that, and to the foul line to shoot two is Brittany Ellis, who will miss her first off the front of the rim. It's a 14-point deficit with 1:11 to go. And she'll miss both, rebounded by Zoe Schuler. Trammell drives, foul called with 1:02 left. Bloom Goodlet charged with the foul. I believe it was Bloom Goodlet. Check that, it was Chloe Stoner, my apologies. Trammell makes her first. And makes her second. 12-point game now with 1 minute to go. And a foul immediately called that time. Dallas Garrett with the foul call. Comes with exactly 1 minute left. And this could very well be the final 60 seconds of the Lady Knights season. If things don't turn around, number 20, Hannah Wilkerson, makes her first. One for two. Dallas Garrett gets the rebound. Quick kick down the floor. Kinsley Phillips, who does the Trammell, thought about three, changed her mind, drives in. Wild layup will miss, but a foul will be called with 50 seconds remaining. Trammell makes her first. And her second. 11-point game. 50 seconds to go. Another. Have a final from the Carolina International Robbinsville game. The Black Knights have unfortunately been eliminated from the postseason. 93-74 final, so a spirited effort from the Knights. Not enough in Concord. Back here in Spencer, though, number 4, Bailey Garrett, is going to go for her second. And she will make it. She goes 1 for 2. 12-point game. Trammell, under heavy pressure, has to get it out to Zoe Schuler. Ball gets loose. North Rowan basketball with 37 seconds left. And Desta Trammell has been rung up for her 5th foul. And the fans on their feet for the Lady Cavs. Had a spectator walk across the court there. I don't want to see that. But that's going to be the end of the night for Trammell. So 3 Lady Knights have fouled out here in the 4th quarter. And the first one for number 20, Hannah Wilkerson. is good. It's a 13-point lead now for North Rowan with 34 seconds left, and it's almost academic at this point that Robbinsville will not play on here in the postseason. Lady Knights hung tough in the first half, had a lead at halftime, but have really faltered down the stretch here. Brooms tries for three and misses it, rebounded by North Rowan. You hate to see the season end like this. Robbinsville's going to fall to 19-7 for the year. Zoe Schuler fouls. Hannah Wilkerson with 19 seconds left. Meanwhile, North Rowan will play on. They'll improve to 20-8. Wilkerson has been clutch for North Rowan here in the second half. And one more for good measure. 16-point game. Broom's going to try for three again, and it's going to be off. Rebounded by Aubrey with Chacha, and that's also going to be off. And fans, we want to thank you for tuning in with us here tonight from North Rowan. But that's going to almost wrap up this ball game. It's been a privilege to bring you Robbinsville basketball this season here on Facebook and later YouTube, of course. The Chacha's last attempt misses. Montana Buchanan is going to make it at the buzzer, though. And your final score will be 78-64 from North Rowan High School. The Lady Cavaliers advance to the third round, and sadly, your Robbinsville Lady Knights watch their season come to an end. Fans, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much, wherever you may be. And we will see you for baseball and softball coming up here in the very, very near future. For Travis Dockery working behind the scenes, helping make this production what it is, I'm Kevin Hensley. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.